Hello humans, the WickedRich here. Today my favorite video game of all time released its latest movie rendition. I'll give you a few hints on what it might be. Let me think here. It's been around a long time, it's pretty grotesque, and it's made ladies turn away repulsed by the sight of it. Any idea what it might be?
Yeah, your face.
It's not that. No, I'm talking about, of course, Mortal Kombat!
If you want some news, there's one place you can't lose. If you have to choose, it's WickedRich Review.
So this movie starts off with a high note, a fight between Scorpion and Sub-Zero, two of the most infamous characters in the Mortal Kombat realm, of course. So I was thinking, man, this movie's gonna be fantastic. Unfortunately, it did not keep that up. It went into story mode, and the story was not done well. This version of Mortal Kombat follows an MMA fighter named Cole Young. He is recruited by a group of Earth's greatest fighting champions. This team of fighters will stand against the enemies of Outworld in a high-stakes battle for the universe. It's the same typical stuff. We're on a journey to find this secret place to train for a fight, and even though they're not so great, they're gonna somehow get these powers, and they're gonna be fantastic, gonna fight to the death, and they're gonna win, of course. It's the same typical stuff. I wish it had a little bit more pizzazz to it, a little twist to it would be nice. The first question I have in this review is, who the hell is this Cole Young guy? He's the main star of this film, and he's just a guy that's made up that nobody cares about, some goofball MMA fighter that has nothing interesting going on. And there's so many characters in this world of Mortal Kombat that they could have had as a star. Instead, they bring in this Cole Young character who sucks. There's only two characters in this whole movie that has any sort of background story whatsoever. And that is Kano, who is actually the best character in the whole movie.
Everyone loves me.
He's very funny, hands down. He's got those one-line zingers that are pretty hilarious.
No Harry Potter shit, alright? That's the only move you know, mate. Ah! Oh, fuck. Yeah, put a fucking shirt on, Magic Mike.
He keeps your interest throughout the whole movie, or you'd be bored to death.
Kano wins.
Of course, on the other side, it's my main man, Sub-Zero. Boy, when Sub-Zero was around, it brought an intensity to the film. He would start with shards of ice kind of forming on the glass, or snow flurries coming down, or puddles would freeze, and you knew something was coming. You knew it was coming at you, and that was Sub-Zero lurking in the shadows. Man, I loved it. And boy, when he got to you, he didn't take much time to get it done. He was brutal, he was violent, he was vengeful, he had no soul. He was there to kill you, and that was it.
Alright guys, a little less of this, a little more of this.
There were some great fatalities in this one. Let's start with my favorite. Like when Kung Lao rode the tarnish straight into a buzzsaw. Oh man, like peeling a banana. Or the ultimate coconut by Jack. And how do you like your cabal cooked? Well done, I hope. Ding, he's ready. When Sub-Zero freezes Jack's arms and rips them off like popsicle sticks. And when they sliced Scorpion and his blood flew up in the air and he froze his blood into a dagger and he stabbed it down into Scorpion, that was awesome. That was brilliant. That's the sort of stuff that they need in this film to take Mortal Kombat to the next level. So there's terrible dialogue in this film.
Hang the fuck on.
But a lot of it is made just to make the video game people happy.
Flawless victory.
They just throw it in there so that we can all see and hear them do their finishing moves and their finishing quotes and saying.
Get over here!
Yes, this is my favorite video game of all time, hands down. But that's because of the head decapitations and the blood splattering and the punching and the violence and the hearts being ripped out and the spines being pulled out. I have no idea what their backstories are or what the main story of the whole game is. I never cared about that. And after watching this movie, I still have no idea what it's about. At least they caught the vibe of the video game this time. They really brought in that Mortal Kombat feel from the video game. And by far, this is the best Mortal Kombat movies. They're going in the right direction. It feels like they've got one step closer. And hopefully, as they continue, they can keep this vibe going. They can keep going in that direction and bring us that Mortal Kombat movie that we really, really, really want. So, did this movie have blood and guts and gore and fight scenes and brutality and violence that I love from the video game? Yes. Yes, it did in a big way, and I loved every minute of it. But as far as watching the story being told to me and actually being enthralled and engaged and wondering what's going to happen, no, it fell short on all those levels. So, just for the violence alone, I have to give it a score of WIC. On a scale of 0 to Wicked, it comes in right in the middle.
Fucking whoops.
If you like how the Wicked Rich reviews, subscribe, hit the little notification bell down below, and wait for the next Wicked Rich Reviews video.
If you want some news, there's one place you can't lose. If you have to choose, it's Wicked Rich Review.